How's it going everyone? I hope you're all doing okay and welcome back to the channel. Now I've previously tried to highlight issues with several games which have hit the eShop, and once again I feel the need to warn buyers about yet another asset flip that has just hit the eShop, or should I say pair of asset flips, as they're essentially the exact same game. Now these were brought to my attention by Switchheads, so I want to thank him for the message about them. And if anybody else spots any other dodgy games like this on the eShop, then feel free to email me or jump onto my Discord and I'll try to get the word out. So the two games in question both actually released yesterday, but by two different publishers. One of them is called Top Gun Air Combat and the other is simply called Dogfight. Now both games appear to be a type of jet fighter game where you get to pilot a few different aircraft, and the eShop description for the games even mention the same 3 aircraft. Taking a look at the screenshots, we can see by the visuals and the HUD layouts that they indeed do use an identical set of assets, which after a quick search of the Unity store I managed to identify as being the Air Warfare asset set by someone called Swordmaster. If you want even more evidence that these games are simple asset flips, then a quick Google search of jet fighter browser games took me to a site which I was quite familiar with, where I found this game called Air Warfare Game. And you can see by the footage that this browser game uses the same set of assets, with the HUD layout being slightly different. So the games are priced at $9.99 for the Top Gun game and £8.9p for the Dogfight game, so they're not exactly cheap. But this is yet another example of how Nintendo are failing its consumers by allowing shit like this onto the eShop. I have tried to highlight this issue previously with the games The Bullet Time of Revenge and Max 2 Reloaded, two versions of a notorious asset flip more commonly known as Hammer 2, and yet both these games are still up for sale on the eShop. I also tried to email Nintendo a while back after seeing Max 2 Reloaded hit the eShop, and this was the generic response I got from them. We are glad to see you've taken the time to share your experience with Max 2 Reloaded, even though it was not positive. While you will not be contacted further regarding this issue, please rest assured that your feedback will be added to the record for this title and made available to each of the other departments here at Nintendo. Max 2 Reloaded was published by Max Interactive Studio, an independent company who makes games for our systems as well as our competitors. This company is ultimately responsible for providing support for Max 2 Reloaded, so we recommend that you contact them directly with your feedback. So clearly whoever at Nintendo is supposed to be moderating the eShop don't give a flying fuck about what's actually being put onto it. Unsurprisingly, it seems that as long as they're making money and protecting their image, they don't really care what these so-called developers are flogging to unsuspecting buyers. I for one feel it's about time they did start giving a shit and started doing something about it. So if you're watching this video and you yourself actually care, I implore you to share it with as many people as possible and get the word out there about what's becoming an increasingly more problematic issue. Now this video is not going to be monetized, so I'm not going to be making a penny from it. I simply want to highlight the issue in the hopes that Nintendo and everybody who owns a Nintendo Switch is aware of what is happening to the eShop. And hopefully we might get some sort of quality assurance back and stop scumbags like this releasing asset flips and other shovelware onto the store. So that's about it for this video. If nothing else, hopefully it'll save people some money and make them aware of the situation that we're facing with the eShop. I want to say a quick thanks to those of you who have viewed this, and even more thanks to those who have gone ahead and shared it. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Take care everyone, and game on.